Hi, everyone. It's Cheryl from Sisters with Scale, and today I have the absolute honor of introducing someone whose journey is nothing short of miraculous. I am here today with Traci Cox from Springfield, Missouri. She is the founder of Traci's Classy Cleaning, and what makes her story so special is not just her business success, but the personal transformation behind it. Traci has walked through darkness, she's found God, she's rebuilt her life, and now is stepping boldly into the calling of her life. After completing Drop Them Off this past month, she is on track to never clean again in January, right? Traci, thank you so much for being here. I know your story is going to touch so many hearts and inspire people. So, for those of you that don't know you yet, can you share a little bit about your business and what inspired you to start?
Sure, and thank you so much for having me here. I own Tracy's Classy Cleaning here in Springfield, Missouri, and going on 4 years now. Um, so a little bit about my past history. I was an alcoholic and an addict for a good 15 years of my life, and a lot of times I would catch myself just getting bored at jobs and I would get clean and sober and get the house, get the car, get the kids. And then I would just get bored and go back and relapse. And I just needed something that was going to challenge me, something that was going to push me beyond my norm. And I had a friend reach out to me. She's like, "Hey, how do you feel about starting your own cleaning business?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Be my own boss. Okay, I like it. I could do that and
Challenging.
make my own time." And then I was like, "Well, how much money are they making?" And she told me, I was like, "Well, yes, let's do it."
Right.
Yeah.
So it was her that inspired you to start a company. So when you say bored, what do you mean? You would just be cleaning and be like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, and then you would just like go
So
off.
I've had different jobs. I've had all kinds of
Okay.
different jobs in like property management. I've worked for, advocates for mental health. I have done retail, absolutely everything. But when I would get in there and I would get to the top of wherever I was at and I'm like, okay, well, that's it. There's nothing else for me to do and nowhere else for me to grow.
So you
So
need
I
to
needed,
you're the type of person who needs to be busy.
yes, yeah.
Busy. Okay. So I like to say that every entrepreneur has a wilderness season in their business. So what that is that's the hard part before the breakthrough. So what would you say what challenges you faced while building your cleaning business?
Okay. Oh my gosh. So,
So many.
coming from the background that I came from, right, I lacked a lot of confidence and a lot of self-worth, because of all the stuff that I had done. Yeah. And so, just like even posting on Facebook about a business was very odd and awkward for me. Um,
Do you have issues with pricing at first?
so I would price the maintenance well, but not the deep cleans. I struggled to tell them some kind of number like over $350. I was like, that's crazy because I had never spent 350 on something other than my car
So,
payment. I don't know.
so you were doing deep cleans for less and getting your buck.
So, but yes.
Yeah. Okay. And so, do you feel that that probably hurt you in the beginning? I would say
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Physically too.
physically. I know physically. People underestimate how physical this business is, especially when you're
It
cleaning
is.
like
It
all the
is. Yeah.
time.
And especially on those deep cleans, because you're like, that's the game changer right there is that deep clean.
Were you doing deep cleans by yourself in the beginning?
I was at first, and there
Yeah.
was times where I was like, do you think I could come back tomorrow to finish it? Like, I was
Because you're
ready to
dead.
cry. Yeah, ready to
Yeah,
cry.
because you're dead. That's crazy. So what
Yeah.
types of homes do you do homes and businesses or just homes? Tell me about what you service.
Yeah, so I mostly do reoccurring residential homes. I do have a couple commercial accounts that I have at nighttime, but I do prefer the residential.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Do you what kind of commercial accounts do you have right now? Do you
What's
have
that?
do you have any commercial now or just residential?
I do. I have two commercial that's at night that it's cleaned twice a week.
Twice a week. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, most residential companies do mostly residential. Like it's hard to do residential and commercial well at the same
Yeah.
time because
Yeah.
if you're working during the day, especially like so everyone cleans in the beginning. I don't know anyone that doesn't clean, right? Most women are like, I can clean, I'm gonna go make a few bucks, right? That's how like all of us started. But like
Yeah.
if you're working during the day and then you have commercial jobs which are usually at night and you gotta go work at night, like there's no physical way you can handle it.
Oh no, it was crazy. When I first started, my first cleaning job was a commercial one at night. So I was working during the day, I was waitressing, and then I would get off at 11:30 at night, and then I would go and clean till 2 o'clock in the morning, and then get up and do it again. And then I would slowly start getting in residentials, and then
Yeah.
start picking up less shifts over time, and then until I could get all the way out.
I bet you made a good waitress.
Oh, I loved it. I
I
loved
was a
it.
waitress too. I
I
love
loved
being a
it.
waitress. Yeah.
Yeah, I me too. Me too. Except for by the end of the night, I'm like, get your own ranch. Okay, we're done.
It's so funny. So before, so you just graduated from Drop Them Off. Like before coming into the program, what would you say were like the biggest obstacles? Like what were you struggling with before?
Yeah, so I had no idea how to what we call onboarding. I would just print out an application and like take it, meet them somewhere and give it to them and have them fill it out
Yeah.
and just be like, okay, stick it in a drawer. I have no idea, and then send it to the accountant. I lacked everything. There was no systems, no processes,
Just,
hardly a checklist, training manuals. I didn't have anything.
so you were winging it.
Oh, absolutely. Every day I was floating on hopes and dreams, like, we're going to make this look good.
So you knew where you wanted to go. You just needed to find out like the how, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I did try to do it by myself, like looking things up online or, because there's just so many options out there and so many people offering different types of things. And I'm just like, well, how hard could it be to figure it out myself?
Yeah.
And I got to a point where I was just like, okay, that's it. I need someone who's been where I'm trying to go that can help me and guide me because I'm wasting so much time when I could be growing over here.
Did you struggle with, so you hired people, did you struggle with keeping them?
Well, so my first hire, I had put a post up on Facebook because I'm just like,
Yeah.
maybe there's some nice person that just wants to make some
Everybody
money or
does.
something,
Yeah.
and girl, let me tell you, I came around the corner. She had little shooter bottles out on the counter. I was like,
You
what are
mean
we
like
doing?
shots?
Yes,
Like
yes.
drinking? Like she was gonna drink on the job?
Yeah, she did, like she was just chilling, cleaning and drinking. I was like, wow.
In
Really?
someone's house?
And it was, thank God it was in a move out. It was it was a move out. I was just like, wow, like dang, people do that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was
So
crazy.
first I've ever heard of that before. That's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what
And
happened? What did you do?
oh, that was it. That was it. She had to go that night, and I was just like, okay, all right. Well, maybe I'm just gonna do it by myself. And so did it by myself for a little while longer, because I was questioning my own judgment about people, like, well, apparently you're attracting the wrong kind of people at the moment. And it
So
was still, once again, it's going to come back to that fear and self-worth and confidence again of like, I've never been over here before, so I don't know what to do or how to do it.
and I think that a lot of people do that. A lot of people love to just throw things up on Facebook, but there's they lack qualifying the person. So you were just like, come on, warm body, let's go.
Yes.
I'm gonna teach you how
Yeah,
to clean. But like
absolutely.
there is such a need for a professional onboarding system because not only does it make you feel confident as you're going through it with your new hire, it makes the new hire feel confident, like, wow, Traci actually has a real cleaning business and not just some side hustle.
Absolutely. Yes. And the documents that I made through the Drop the Mop program, that everything that you have outlined, like it's got my logo on it and it's just like this beautiful picture I'm just very proud of it. Very
You did a
proud of
good
it.
job. You did a super good job.
Yeah, I definitely feel like a big girl with it.
Like a big girl.
Like a
And
big
that's
girl.
the difference. Like everyone starts out the same, right? So where most of us that start a cleaning business, we're like, we got a hustler mentality. You have it. I have it. We're like, I can do that. No problem. I can figure it out. I can
Yeah.
hire someone. I can train someone. And you go through all this stuff. And then you all of a sudden one day it just falls apart and you don't know why. It's because you
Yeah.
don't have like the proper systems together to look professional. Because you have to think of it like on the other side, okay, this person's coming to work for a cleaning company. What is their experience like? If they can sense that you're winging it, which they can, the chances are they're probably not going to stick around.
Yeah, yeah. And I had a couple like great, like super great girls, and they still message me today. They're just like, Tracy, you're just the coolest boss ever. But I didn't know what I was doing as far as a boss goes. Like I was only paying them like at the job instead of the drive time. And like I
Same
didn't,
day. Yeah.
yeah, I had not a clue as to what to do. Like I thought that
Yeah.
was
Set
okay.
up a payroll or, yeah, do all
Yeah,
those things, taxes, which is, something that some cleaning business owners don't do, which they're
right.
supposed to.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a great
So,
accountant now for everything.
yeah. So your numbers, like they've been climbing pretty fast. Can you tell me like what your monthly revenue was before you joined Drop Them Up? What's it looking like now? And what's it looking for first Q1 of 2026?
Yeah, sure. So, when I first started, I was about 8,000, 8,500, and then now this will be my biggest month. I'll be hitting 19,000 at the end of this month,
In
and we're
December.
not. And I always get clients and jobs in between, so I'm hoping to hit that, at least 22 for
20
this month.
from 8 to 22 in 6 months. Wouldn't that be
Yeah,
amazing? That's
that would
that's
be awesome. That would be
that is
awesome.
totally,
Yeah.
you have to be psyched.
Yeah. And
For
then, right. And then for the first quarter, we are kind of slow over here in Missouri because the weather gets super cold and everybody hibernates inside. So that's really the time I get to like hone in on on the team that I have right now, the goals of where I want to go, how many clients I need to hit that number, what that looks like. Um,
how many staff do you have now?
so I have two full-time, one part-time, and then I have one or two part-time because I have the one girl that works at night.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, a couple part-time, couple full-time.
Yep.
That's awesome. So I feel like something shifted for you in Drop Them Up, like spiritually, personally, and professionally. What do you think you started doing differently or you stopped doing that took you from struggling to now preparing to be out of the field in January, which is like the goal for every cleaning business owner?
Right. So for me, it was a lot of things really. So I'm super hard-headed and I just like and I like control. I like to control everything. And that's not really the best way to go about things, right? And so when I had joined Drop Them Off, the community that's there, everybody was talking about their problems and what's going on and trying to get to a solution and stuff. And just being able to hear about all of that, just it wasn't just me. I wasn't alone in this.
Mm,
Everyone was struggling and trying to grow. And then I just felt more confident and comfortable in what I was doing.
yeah,
And then
there's
also just taking a leap of faith, like, okay, if they are where I want to be, I'm going to go ahead and try this. And in my mind, I had made things up to be a way bigger deal than they ever were. Like introducing policies, my clients were like, okay, cool. In my head, I'm like, they're going to fire me. Just,
because you don't know the reaction that's
yeah,
gonna happen. You're like, oh my God, it's a service agreement. They're not gonna sign it, right?
yeah.
All those things. Yeah. No, and I think it's like interesting that you said that because in the program, it's so we meet once a week, Thursdays, 5 p.m. And everyone comes together as a community. And that's the feedback I get is that everyone loves to meet other cleaning business owners around the country that are going through the same thing. Like it just
Yes, yes.
'cause being a boss, being an entrepreneur is can be lonely.
It's definitely lonely.
Yeah.
Definitely lonely. Yeah. So having that community was really good to be a part of and
And you were always in a good mood on the calls too.
girl, I'm always in a good mood. My life is
So,
great and amazing today. It's always onward and upward.
so what do you feel like? Did anything surprise you in the program? Like anything that you learned that you didn't even think you were going to learn?
Um, well, what surprised me was that everyone else had the same problems I was having, and there was
Mm,
answers to what I was looking for. It wasn't going to be some rocket science, super hard thing to find or do or accomplish. Or I think that we overestimate, what where we're
overcomplicate.
trying to go. Yeah, where we're trying to
Yeah.
go, and we make it way more difficult when just make it cut and dry. Like, here's a situation. How could we address it? Here's and try it,
Yeah.
and
I like
everything just will fall into place.
I like to kind of focus on okay, what's wrong? Right. Let's figure out the problems and let's just put a solution to it, right? And you
Yeah,
go to the solution, it's never going to be perfect. And I think
right.
that's what like a lot of people, especially women, I don't know why, a lot of people just think that they have to have all their ducks in a row. No, you have to go through it being scared and make it to the other side. It's never going to be perfect. You just have
Yeah, no,
just go
right.
through it. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Hiring is never going to be perfect. You're not
yes,
going to get you're not going to get the perfect employee like all the time. You know what I mean? You may get some sevens, you may get some eights. Every once in a while, you'll get a 10, maybe two tens a year.
I'm
But
hoping that's my team right now and that they're going to let me out of here in January, you know?
no, I know, I know. So what would you say the major transformations you experienced like in the program? Give me like your top three.
So taking ownership of my business, taking the leadership of my business, and I'm not just scrubbing someone's toilet. I am creating financial freedom for my life, for my family, and it's much bigger than just one person, one client, one thing. Over there, it is creating my whole little empire over here, if you will, and owning it, taking control of it, realizing that I can make it how I want to make it. I can make it work. I don't have to make people happy. I don't have to people please. And
Mm,
if one person doesn't work out, the next one will.
that's a good attitude, and that's something to be said because most cleaning business owners are people pleasers. We're servants' hearts. We want to make everyone happy, but in this business, you're not going to make everyone happy.
Yeah.
And
No,
you have to be okay with it.
I feel like I've seen like from all the Facebook groups and stuff like that that you are either going to take that risk
Yeah.
or you're not. You are going to take all this information and use it or you're not. You're
Well,
gonna
it's people have a hard time with execution.
yes.
So you can
Yeah.
read a million books, you can take a million courses, you can watch a million videos, but at the end of the day, if you don't implement what you've learned, it's not going to make a difference.
Right. Right. And I gotten to a point where I was just like, I was tired. I was tired. And I was like, okay, well, why not try it that way? Why not try it the way that's already laid out for you in a very simple, easy program to, you know,
Yeah.
use?
So you told me recently that you fired five clients. So I feel like that means you may have learned how to set some boundaries.
I did.
Tell me why you
I
fired
did.
them.
Yeah, that was great. Well, so I did a price increase because I started at a lower number than I would have liked to. And everybody starts at that number, but over time, you start to realize what your worth is and that not your accountant and your mileage and
Right.
taxes and all this kind of stuff that all adds up. And so I raised the prices, and most of them, 4 out of 5 of them were ones that they were picky anyways, and they were always trying to add stuff on there. And
Add stuff
it's
on
just,
there, like extra things when you were in the house.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, or wait until one of the new girls showed up and were like, "Hey, can you take those all those curtains down for me?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, we're not doing that."
Yeah, no, no, no. And sometimes clients will do that. They kind of
Yeah.
figure, while you're here,
Yes.
can you do the laundry? Can you wash the shower curtains? Can you wash the fence? Or can you sweep out the garage? I hate that.
Right.
But it happens. So
Yeah.
you have to set boundaries. This is what we do in a reoccurring. This is what we don't. We would be more than happy to sweep out the garage, but it's going to be an extra $100.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go ahead. And I tell the girls every time, I'm like, don't let them if they ask you to do something, you tell them to call Tracy that they are on a time schedule that they have to get to the next house.
Yeah,
That way they don't have to be the bad guy, and I will have that hard conversation with them.
you will have that bad guy,
Yeah,
Tracy.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
So you're pretty spiritual.
I am.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and I see it like every day I open up my Facebook, we're connected on Facebook, and I see all the, positive posts that I love that are so inspiring. Do you think that through this process, like, so because I'm curious, do you hear God in your decisions? Do you hear him talking to you while you're making decisions in your cleaning business?
Sure. So for me, because I always struggled with like staying and sticking to something, and
Okay.
I definitely, and when I turned to God, I feel like he had opened this door for me, right? So like, here, you're gonna take this is for you, you're gonna make it your own, right? And you're gonna struggle.
Yeah, of
You're gonna find out
course.
what you're made of in this, but it's gonna be yours, and it's gonna turn into a blessing. And just the way that I get to, like, when I'm having a rough day sometimes, because cleaning is rough, it's a rough thing to do out there. And I'm just like, man, I don't know what I'm thinking doing this. I remember that I'm doing this for somebody else. You know what I mean? I am cleaning their house for them. I get to give them back their time, their freedom, a peace of mind in their life. Like, not everything is about me. So it takes me out of the situation and reminds me of what I'm doing for other people. And that absolutely is God.
So it's like that is your calling, right? To help other people through God.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I just love your posts, and I know that he's very much involved in your life and your success,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I love Jesus. I cuss a little bit, but I love Jesus.
So that's interesting to say
It
because
is. Yeah.
I cuss a lot too, and I'm spiritual.
Yeah. I
Maybe
mean, but
that's
God knows your heart, right? He knows your heart.
so. And it's funny. So, like, I don't. So, my husband. No, not all people know this, but my husband went to Bible school and was going to be a pastor and
Wow. I did not.
take over his father's church, right? So
Wow.
that side of the family, was spiritual. I'm spiritual. In my own way. Like I believe in God. Everyone has like a different like version of it or whatever.
Yeah.
But so when they first started meeting me and stuff, like I swear, like I'll be swearing at like Christmas and November, Thanksgiving or whatever. And I remember like my stepson looking at me and just like laughing. He was like 17 at the time. And I go, listen, God knows I'm good. He knows I swear, it's all good. And they
Yeah.
were just like they would just laugh because I just feel that God knows I'm a good person, so I can swear and it's all right.
And he'll work on you in his own time. Like sometimes I'll drop the F bomb and be like, oh, that was dark, that was
Yeah.
dark. That just came out of nowhere. But none of
No.
us are perfect. None of us are perfect. We just make,
Not so
be better
perfect.
than we were yesterday and just make progress.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So because I want to ask you this question. You went through the program, now you're on the other side. Now you and I are probably going to work together to make that 18, 19,000, 37, 38
Yes, let's
on top
go.
of my school. So who would you think would benefit from this program? Like who would you think needs to go through drop them off?
Listen, if you are trying to start a cleaning business and you want it to grow and you want to have employees, join Drop the Mop. If you don't have a training manual or a checklist, join Drop the Mop. If
Right.
you don't know what to charge people, how to charge, or what your worth is, what kind of cleaning chemicals, what to use, what not to use, what clients are I mean, if you just join Drop the Mop. Yeah.
Because you want to, because you're dropping them off in January.
Yes,
6
yes,
months, right?
yes.
That's a big accomplishment. You must be
It
pretty
is a
proud.
huge accomplishment and it was the goal. And I wish I would have not waited so long to do it.
Yeah,
It is what it is, but we don't have to make it more difficult than it already is. It is hard to run a business
yeah,
without
it
any
is.
knowledge, or just floating on hopes and dreams. If you want to grow, you need somebody with that solid foundation. Go follow them.
It's
Go.
work. So
It
like
is.
to say that, oh, it's going to be easy, this is what I'm having, you're going to watch a couple of videos and you're going to have
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
booming business. That's complete bullshit, right?
Yes.
You have
Yes.
to roll up your sleeves and do the work and do the hard stuff and fail and fail and fail, because I always say that the more you fail, the more you get closer to success. You're not really failing,
Absolutely.
you're learning,
Yes.
going through the process or whatever.
Yeah.
And so what I found interesting about you is that you told me, I think it was last week, you said, as of January, I'm going to be mop free, but you purposely didn't put your name in the schedule for January.
Right.
It's a mindset thing,
You're right.
which I think is just phenomenal. You're no longer allowing yourself to be the backup.
Yeah. Yes. And that was huge. And I was like, why didn't I do this before?
Right. Well, I was like that too. I was like the same thing. I was always the fall guy, right? I was always get put back on the schedule until my story was I obviously blew my back out.
Yeah.
So I try and teach people like you and others to take yourself out of the field before the field takes you out.
Yeah,
That's
that mentally or physically,
could be
mentally or
both.
physically, because yeah, I mean, lately it's been well, now that I know that I'm off the schedule in January, I've just been like, woo, it's great, everything's good. But before then, I'm on the phone and I'm vacuuming at the same time, and then I go home and I run. It's
Yeah.
madness, it's madness. And then Friday, I put both the girls on the schedule and not me. And I woke up in the morning like, yes, I'm going to drink coffee. I'm
So
going to
good.
sit at my desk and I'm going to do some, amazing things and work on this business and get some stuff dialed in. And it was, oh, girl, it was a boss moment for sure.
Do some CEO stuff.
Yes, yes,
Exactly. You can't grow the revenue in this business without getting out of the field 100%.
right. Yeah, because at this point, I'm like, I was getting to a point where like I don't want to take on any more clients because my brain can't take it anymore, and that's not the
I
attitude that
remember.
I want.
No, I remember probably like what, 2, 3 months in, you were coming to classes and you were like, girl, I am burned out. I don't want to clean anymore.
I was burned, yes,
You were there.
definitely burned out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And now
And I
you're,
think it's fine, if that's your goal to clean every day, then yeah, create a schedule for yourself and that's fine. But if you want a business,
yeah.
you have to get out of the field.
So what's interesting is as soon as cleaning business owners stop cleaning a little bit, it gets addictive and they're like, hell no, I don't want to go back in the field.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You
Listen,
just got
I had
it
Friday off
done.
and Saturday and Sunday. I was like, those 3 days off. My body felt amazing. I felt amazing. I felt free. I didn't feel so weighed down by
Yeah.
scrubbing toilets.
You felt like you were one step closer to, being the CEO, running the
Yeah,
business, going to get the revenue. And that's what it's all about. I'm so proud of you,
it
honestly.
is. Thank you. Thank you. And
It
thank you for
really is.
being here. I wouldn't have made it by myself, even though I thought I would, I would just, learn from everybody else and not pay for some program, you know what I mean? Like I would
Yeah,
gladly pay for it again.
it helped get you there a lot faster.
Yeah, and just created a whole bunch of structure that I didn't even know that I needed that made
Right.
me confident in who I am today. And sales is my jam. So when I go do a walkthrough with people, they're like, wow, you seem like you know what you're doing. I'm like, yes.
Right. And you don't let them know that you didn't know what you were doing a couple of years ago. You just keep
Absolutely.
yourself.
Yes.
But it's been so nice having you on here. We're going to have you on the January episode of Maids Who Made It. I am super psyched about that. We're going to dive in for about 45 minutes to an hour conversation, knowing you probably a little bit longer and me,
Nice.
because we like to talk. But thank you so much. I feel that your people hearing your story can be inspired by you because you're a true inspiration to other cleaning
Oh,
business owners.
thank you for having me. And
Oh,
I
you're
really hope it
welcome.
does.
All right. Bye.
See ya.